Hi, this is Jesse Ivy back here, and so I'm answering your land questions today, and basically a quiet afternoon around here. So if I can answer any land questions for you, please let me know. Here's a couple. How did I get my start in the land business? I got my start in the land business because I had come out of a divorce and basically I needed to make some extra money. I owned a business, but I wasn't making enough money. So that's kind of how I got into the land business. I started looking at eBay and some of the other sites that were selling owner finance land. And I decided that I thought I could do it. So that's kind of how I started into the land business. I studied things and began to learn things. And before long, I was buying land, and I remember when I bought my first piece of land, I was telling myself, "Well, if they could do it, I'm sure I can do it." And that's basically what happened. I just started buying land, and not lots of amounts because I had come out of divorce. I had two kids, and I didn't have a lot of money. And but what happened was it just slowly started building, and the next thing I knew I was making money. I was getting monthly income. I started carrying contracts for people, and it just slowly built over time. So that's kind of how I got into land business and why I did. I always liked real estate. In fact, I was a realtor before I got into land investing. And I left the realtor field early on. I had been in it for 8 or 9 years, but I decided to go out on my own and do something else in real estate that had to do with buying and selling our own land type of thing. So that's basically how I got into the land business. Why? What's another question here? How come land investing is hard for some people? Well, if you don't study and do a lot of reading online, I would say it can be difficult. You have to be willing to do what it takes to make money, meaning you have to be able to do the research. And a lot of people aren't really willing to do the research. I find that interesting that a lot of people, they either don't know how to do the research or they just are lost on it. So what a lot of people will do is they will, they'll make up excuses that they can't figure it out or that type of thing. And unfortunately, there's a lot of gurus on YouTube or other places which are selling all these online courses. And or you go to a weekend seminar and you think you know how to sell real estate. Well, it takes some time and it takes years to learn. But I over the years that I've been in this field, I've made mistakes, and I've learned from them. And it's easy to make a mistake, especially if you're not willing to do your due diligence and learn from them. And my advice to people would be to, get with somebody that knows how to sell land, and find out about how to do it right. And this is a very lucrative field. It can be if you learn it correctly and you do it right. What's another question here? How long have I been selling land? I've been selling land for probably about 17 years now, I guess, steady online. We've just kind of evolved, and it's been a phenomenal rise. It's been fun. I enjoy selling land. I really do. I like teaching people how to sell land as well. That's another thing I enjoy doing too. So feel free to send us an email if you're somebody that wants to learn how to sell land, or you find that that you may be interested in doing that. But that's another thing that I like doing sometimes is teaching or critiquing people on how to sell land, because it's nothing that somebody just learns. It takes years to learn it, but once you do master it, you'll be glad that you got into the business, because it's a very rewarding field. And I enjoy land. I just like real estate in general. I always did. It doesn't matter. I always have enjoyed it. What's another question? What are the best states to buy land in? Well, boy, it really doesn't matter where you buy the land, just so long as you get familiar with the market. Basically, in each state, there's probably a pocket area of land where it's not as expensive as the rest of the state, So let's take like Arizona. Let's just use that for an example. Arizona has pocket areas of land that aren't as expensive as like around Phoenix or Tucson or something like that. If you look in Apache County or Navajo County in the northern part, or Cochise County in the southern part, you will find that there's areas there where you can basically pick, you can find areas that have land for sale that, basically isn't that much as other areas, and so I would suggest checking out some of those areas. But all states have these areas that I'm talking about where you can buy land at a cheaper rate than you can in other parts of the state. You just have to look within that state to decide where's the best places to buy land. What's another question here? What do I think of the real estate market for 2021? I think because of COVID-19 and, I think there's going to be a lot of buying opportunities basically because of COVID-19 for 2021. So if you're somebody that is thinking, hey, can I get in the land business still, even though, the economy's not as good as it was? Yeah, you can. You just would want to investigate what areas you were thinking about buying land in. And one of the, like I said before, in 2021, I see a lot of people probably being affected by COVID-19, by the, coronavirus. And a lot of businesses are going to be affected by that as well. So that's going to open up a lot of land buying opportunities. On top of that, in commercial real estate, because so many businesses, I believe, are going to go under during the winter of 2020 and 2021 because of the coronavirus, there's going to be a lot of commercial real estate, areas that you could buy land in as well. Hello from South Carolina. Hi there. How are you doing? I see you over there. With COVID-19, it's going to definitely affect the real estate market in 2021, until the pandemic's over or until they lift everything. But there are going to be a lot of land buying opportunities. I believe that. I believe there is, and that's because people are going to be hurting, and basically they're going to be wanting to sell their land. There's a lot of people also, because of COVID-19, they want to get, off grid or basically have some land to go out to. So land sales actually have been very good this year for our company and for other companies because of that reason. Just like RV sales are way up because people are wanting to get away, get out of the city, and so I do think COVID-19 will still be in effect and affecting things through, probably through a lot of 2021, maybe coming to an end sometime in the latter part of 2021. I'm hoping so. But as of right now, I think you definitely are going to have some buying opportunities for sure in 2021 because the market will be so affected from COVID-19. And for those people wanting to get into this field, my suggestion would be for you to, if you're serious about it and you're wanting to get into the field, would be for you to go ahead and, you basically just do a lot of reading online. We have a lot on our YouTube video. There's a lot of YouTube video channels that are good, but on our channel, we try to teach you stuff, and, we aren't charging you money for you to watch our videos. But there is a lot of information online as well. When I was first starting out, I definitely wanted to get into the business, and that is how I learned. I did a lot of reading, a lot of research. So that's one way you can do it. There are some of these weekend clinics, that some of these academies offer. I don't know, it's hard to learn everything over a weekend. In fact, I don't think that's realistic for you to learn anything over a weekend. You'll never retain all of it. So it takes years to learn this. So if you want to get into the field, I definitely would advise you to get a mentor. If you're somebody looking for a mentor, you can, always email us or talk to us about that. It's a land mentor, somebody teaching you how to get into the business. But there's a lot of things that are involved in this business. And if you're interested in the business, I invite you to get a mentor because that's the easiest way to learn. Let me look here for another question. Do you think that real estate will continue to go up in price in big cities. I don't know about that. I know that it's really at the top of the market right now. I still think real estate prices will level out eventually, depending on how the election ends up. I think the stock market, it could go down some, which will affect real estate. So I wouldn't say there's just a lock on long-term, appreciation on real estate, but I definitely think that, over time, as has been the case, the real estate market has rebounded, but I do think a correction, just like in the stock market, I think a correction will be coming. And I definitely think that will be something that, people have to deal with. And so if you're prepared, you don't have to worry about it. I think the real estate market will continue to go up for a little while, but if the election, depending on how that turns out, in the stock market, you just don't know. I do think a lot of businesses are going to go out of business coming up in the winter of 2020 and 2021. Where is a good place to learn how to get in the real estate market? Like I said before, I did a lot of reading, a lot of books. I used to buy books online. They have a ton of articles online. Biggerpockets.com. That's a great place to go. If you want to learn about real estate and you're just starting out, I think that is a great place to go. Another place to look around, would be just to buy books, go to a bookstore and look up real estate. But online, you get a lot of information for free. On YouTube, they have a lot of good channels too. Besides our channel, you can subscribe to our channel. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. But on our channel, there's lots of informative real estate videos. And there's also on a lot of other YouTube channels that, you can read or watch videos on people instructing you on how to stay and what to do in the real estate market. But in the land investing takes it does take time to learn it. And anybody that tells you you can just learn it over a weekend and you pay us $1,000 for coming to our seminar and you're going to learn everything you need to know, that's not true. It just takes a while to learn it. And having a mentor is the best advice that I definitely could give anybody. Let's do one more question. Let's see here. How many years does it take to become a real estate investor? I would say, to become a real estate investor, give yourself 3 to 5 years. It probably takes, I would say, to understand how to do it really well. A lot of people may tell you, that you can learn it quicker than that. I know it just does take time, no matter what anybody says. Just be prepared to learn and be eager to learn. Soak up that knowledge. Ask a lot of questions. That way, watch a lot of YouTube videos. Read on the internet. Buy some books. That's my advice to anybody. So I hope I've been able to answer a few of your questions. We'll be doing another one of these live streams again where I ask real estate questions or answer them too. Anyway, this is Jesse signing off from the Owner Terms Land Network. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video, and we'll be back with you again very soon with another video. And this is Jesse signing off. I hope you have a great day.